Art is too important not to share. Welcome to the Allie and Callie Artcast.
Hi, I'm Allie.
And I'm Callie. Welcome to the Artcast.
Yes, welcome. And oh my goodness, we are in a beautiful spot with the most beautiful view of the lake.
One of the best views I've seen.
I know.
It's incredible.
Gorgeous.
It's a sunny day in Coeur d'Alene. It's June and it's lovely.
Yes.
We're so happy to be here. And how's June so far for you?
Well, it's going pretty good. The end of May was not great because we lost one of our beloved puppy dogs,
which is
and
so
that
hard.
was horrible.
Yeah,
and you know how that feels.
It's horrible. I lost Cooper this year.
Yeah,
it's just the worst.
It's just hard.
Yep.
Yeah.
I still get choked up about it.
I have found a couple of positives.
Yeah.
I'm not cleaning up as much dog poop in the backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a
positive. And
positive.
there's not near as much hair to vacuum.
Yeah. I get that.
So it's
it's an adjustment.
Plus side. Yeah, it's been an adjustment.
Yeah.
But how's things with you?
Good. I mean, by this time I'm back from San Diego.
Right.
Where we went to the wild animal park and we went sailing.
Right.
We're going to do all kinds of amazing things. So
I know, for Stu's birthday, because he's going to be 60.
Yeah, so my husband's turning
Yay.
60. And also, so many of our friends are having birthdays. I want to shout out to Janie.
Janie is having a birthday today.
And then we also have her husband Steve is having his birthday
That's
this
right.
week. So happy birthday, everybody.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Everything's going well. The garden's filling up, so I'm happy. I bet
Nice.
your garden's looking good.
It's getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah. The rain has really been
It did
nice
help,
for it.
didn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, and I think it's going to rain a little bit more. So
it probably will.
Yeah, so
because it's June in Idaho.
And we need it, so we'll take it.
That's right. Well, we are here in Cougar Bay, and a friend of mine suggested that we talk to this woman that we are sitting in her kitchen. Her name is Atsuko Kroetch.
Yes.
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 And we are delighted to meet you and hear your story because I think people will be fascinated by it.
Yes. I hope.
I mean, we're here to also talk about your art, but when I heard you tell me a little bit about your background and how you came to ultimately coming to the United States, it's a really fascinating story. Mm-hmm. So why don't you get started and tell us a little bit about yourself?
From the time I was born?
Yes.
Sure.
I was born 1944.
Wow.
See, I will be 82 in September. This month.
You look great.
Absolutely.
For 82.
Well, thank you. Nobody can see it, so you can just say anything.
We'll take
We'll
a
have some
picture
photos.
and they'll believe it when they see it. Yeah. Gorgeous. Yeah.
Yeah, I never knew, what my future was totally, because I was born in China,
Right.
even though I'm Japanese.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, my parents and my grandmother all Japanese, but they were all over there. My
And how
mother was born in China too.
Really?
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
So how did they happen to be in China
As Japanese.
as Japanese?
Because during World War II, the Japanese government was controlling part of China.
Oh.
See, my grandmother was teaching Japanese women's college.
Really?
And then my mother, who is the daughter of my grandmother who was teaching the college, got to meet my father, who was working at the court, a Japanese court.
Oh, wow.
And then they got arrangement marriage,
Oh, really?
At that time,
That's the culture.
it was very usual
Yes.
to have a. But if I have to tell my mother's story, you will be surprised. And most of Japanese women was taught to love someone as you live together. My mother couldn't do that. She was totally unhappy woman.
Oh, no.
And then, so she was too busy looking for her own happiness,
Oh, I
more
see.
so than us.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway,
Oh, that's, yeah.
yeah,
Wow.
But this is not my mother's story, so
Right, that's right.
We
This
want
is
to hear your story.
But
Yes.
sometimes it's so hard to tell my story without my mother.
Sure.
It's
Sure.
so unusual
Yes.
as being a Japanese woman. So there are so many things. Anyway, I'm not doing my mother's story. So anyway, I was born there 1944, and I don't remember anything of China.
Right.
Yeah, my sister maybe a little bit, but and then my sister would already be able to walk during the evacuation.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then many Japanese parents lost a baby because they push everyone, lots of people, and then just a picket fence, right? Not window or anything. So some of the mother dropped the baby on the railroad track.
Oh no.
And then the Chinese people felt sorry, and they come to pick them up and raise them as a real, daughter
Oh,
or as
really?
a
Wow.
son.
Yeah.
And then some of them, they grow up as Chinese, not knowing that
Their Japanese
Yeah,
culture.
yeah.
Right.
Wow.
But then all my age group of people, like if you go to school, my grade has the least children.
Oh really?
Lots of them died during the war or accident, like a drop the baby and those babies.
Yeah.
And then they often, when I sometimes go back, it still have a advertising for they are seeking, children is seeking for mother or father.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then or mother or father who is already back to Japan, they are seeking for the children.
Right.
Some of them has a little piece of the kimono,
Oh.
Yeah.
as a evidence.
Yes.
This is what I had at one.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm fortunate, even though I almost died, but I made it, so I don't have to search for my parents.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, you stayed with your parents,
Yeah,
and that's
right.
awesome.
Yeah. So and then I didn't walk until 5 years old. So every school, everywhere I go, I was always the smallest one.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right. Because you were sick,
Yeah.
and they were worried that you wouldn't make
Yeah.
it on the boat.
Well, until 5, that many important things grow up inside of you, right?
Right. Right.
But mine was delayed, and I was wetting my bed all the time.
Really?
And my mother would take to the doctor to see how she could stop. There must be some way. Said, I don't know. I think it's come from the bad malnourished.
Yeah.
Oh,
Being
sure.
malnourished.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Sure.
Everything was,
Yeah.
they blame
Delayed.
on that.
Yeah. Right.
But, actually, I walk pretty good.
Yeah, you do.
You recovered.
Well, I think it's funny that when we got here, we noticed that Callie and Atsuko are about the same height.
I know. isn't it?
I got you by about a half
Half
an inch.
maybe.
You know what? It's funny though. Actually, if I am not supposed to be stewardess. I'm too short, right?
Uh-huh.
You'd have to be more than 5'2".
Yes.
I was 4'11", but I ended up being stewardess because when I went to the interview, this is American airline, World Airways, it's called.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Who was participating in Vietnam War. And then they were looking for Japanese speaking, but also be able to understand and speak English.
Okay.
Because all the customers are American passenger, and the soldier, we had to transfer the soldier too.
Right.
So anyway, it was funny. Some of the neighbors who happened to be captain or senior stewardess of that World Airways, and they said, they are looking for someone right now. You will be perfect. Why don't you go for interview? I said, I'm not going. They said, why? Well, because I know I'll fail. Because I have no few, disqualification.
Right.
And then so after so many times they are bugging me. So finally I said, okay, I'll go. And then I can just say I fail.
Right.
And then I went to interview, and then it's like a executive come from America, and then it's like a horseshoe table. I was sitting in the middle,
Oh.
and they would question,
Was that a little intimidating?
oh yeah. And the first thing they say, well, Atsuko, you have a 3 disqualification. And what made you want to come for interview? I said, I didn't want to come. My friends, all of my friends were saying, pushing me.
Yeah.
So I came. So all I can say is I didn't pass. And then anyway, so they questioned me all kinds of stuff, and then afterwards, well, because 3 disqualification. One is weight. I didn't weigh over 100 pounds.
Okay.
And then the height, I need to be a minimum 5'2".
Right.
And then the education, because I told you about my family thing, my
Right.
mother thing, so I was run away. I didn't go to school after I became 16.
Okay.
I just didn't think it was for me to stay home to.
Yeah.
Right.
And I want to be on my own. And then I left. So anyway, this stewardess thing, it was interesting because it could be a good job.
Right.
Right.
So why did they pick you? Because you spoke English and Japanese?
Yeah.
Was that the
no,
primary reason?
No, because after we exchanged the conversation, and then at the end, I just thought, okay, this is it. I'm done. I was going to leave.
Right.
Said, you know what? We want somebody like you.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I said, what?
All right.
Me?
Right. Probably because you were so honest and upfront.
Right.
Yeah. And then, funny thing is, one of the executives said, you know what? You should get the platform shoes.
Yeah, platform shoes.
Right.
Don't tell anyone. Then
Perfect.
that's how I got involved with Vietnam War.
I see.
Yeah. So, and then I was myself when I was little, but evacuating, and then my parents tell me about what the situation was, and so when I have that same situation, because some of the baby, they don't know anything, but they don't know where they're going.
Right.
But I really wanted to help them too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like one of the baby, I still remember. She was a little baby, but she was in the bathroom in the little bassinet and by herself. And I said to the doctor, I said, why is she there by herself? She's lonely. I said, and then the doctor said, well, don't touch her. She has some kind of infection.
An infection, right.
It will be contagious.
Right.
And so don't touch. And then what? But every time when I see her alone on the floor,
Yeah.
I felt so sorry. I said, I don't care. And I just held her.
Oh.
I still remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. And you didn't get sick.
No, maybe it got sick.
Sick in the head.
Right.
No.
So
But-
tell us a little. So what was your role in the Vietnamese evacuations? How did you get involved? And
Okay, there are so many flights I made, and one of the most historical flight was 727. The configuration is 123. Okay, and then that end up with the 375. because we were picking up the last refugees from Da Nang. It's a little more south of the Vietnam, Saigon, Saigon, and then everyone know that we are the last one to pick them up
Right.
as the refugees.
Oh, right.
And then so I didn't know what we were expecting. I knew we were going to be in the war.
Yeah.
And then when we were start landing in Da Nang, I couldn't believe it. All the people just running to our airplane.
Really. They all wanted to escape.
Oh yeah, they know it's this is the last flight
Last flight
The
out.
last one
out
out.
of Da Nang, and then they communist is getting close to Da Nang,
Sure.
and so they have to. They were fighting at the bottom of the stairway.
To get on the plane.
Yeah, eight people got killed.
Oh,
And
no.
they because they're fighting among
Right.
each other.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah. So I felt really bad on
Yeah,
that.
of course.
And then about 375 people, and I threw 3 people in each seat because if we don't take off soon, we'll be hit.
Right.
And so anyway, I didn't care. Just
Just get them
Get
on.
'em on.
yeah, and then I just carried some men because when they come on the flight, they are just so exhausted because they run such a long way, and then they just lose their breath and they lay on the aisle, and then the other people cannot get
Can't
on.
get on.
Oh,
Right.
sure.
But they wouldn't move, so I just have to carry and shove them to the each
Right.
seat. And actually, later on, the cockpit member said, "That little Atsuko carry men on the shoulder."
She's little, but she's tough.
Yeah,
She's mighty.
If you ask me to do now, I couldn't do
No,
it.
right.
Yeah,
no.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
and then
How old were you then?
I think I was at 30, and then sometimes I slept on the concrete in the airport
Oh, wow.
because we didn't have time to go back to our hotel,
Okay.
and because we don't know when we had to go.
Right.
Yeah. So sometimes we slept on the concrete at the airport,
Wow.
and then some of them orphanage children, they were all walking around, and
Oh, right.
sometimes we helped those people, but then most of them we helped was from orphanage. Orphanage bring the babies. But
Yeah.
lots of times it's a sad thing. If some mother will bring in a baby, please take this baby.
Right.
She doesn't want to give up her baby, but there are rumor anybody who was married to a Caucasian American, then they will kill the
Oh.
baby.
They would kill the baby.
Uh-huh.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's a stupid thing,
Oh,
but
yeah.
And then I almost cried watching like that.
Yeah.
So there was so many sad things too, but we are helping them.
Right.
So
So this historic flight, this last flight that left Da Nang,
and
It
that
went-
that one was like not many children.
not many
Yeah.
children on that.
Yeah.
I think only 1 or 2 children, and then others was some grandfather kind of thing.
Right.
And then, but a lot of young one got on, and then I got very frustrated with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
They should give the seat for
For the older people, right?
or
So you
baby.
left Da Nang, you finally got off, and
Yeah.
I imagine that there were some people that were left behind.
Oh
and
yeah,
that was
and then
hard.
like 7 people got in the landing gear compartment.
Really?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, and then one was holding on to the, for a while, but he fell into the
Yeah.
sea afterward. because you know what?
They were
That
desperate.
is, yeah, and that's dangerous for our airplane too. We
Sure.
can't use the landing gear.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then interesting thing is that before we took off, we see the big truck running toward us, and then it was a soldier, Vietnam soldier, was on top of each other like a sandbag. They want to stop us because they are angry because they couldn't get on our
I
flight.
see. Oh, wow.
Yeah, because we tried it, and so we could have stopped them. But once we stop, we may not never get out.
Right.
Right.
So we didn't stop, and then we have a American airline helicopter was flying above to watch, all of us, and he radio to our captain said, "If you stop, you
not
will
gonna
never
make it."
get out,
Right.
and you better get out in 2 minutes. Within 2 minutes."
Wow.
And then you know what? Our captain then, we were already taking off from taxiway because the runway was all mess. So he took off on the grass and hit the telephone pole,
Oh,
and we still survived.
wow.
But we were getting ready because we don't tell passenger. We were told that we were going to be crash landing either into the wood or on the beach. So we were preparing for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then two other stewardess was on this same flight, and two other stewardess said to me, though, "Atsuko, would you please watch the aisle because we're going to have a last cigarette in the bathroom."
Oh, boy.
Right.
I didn't smoke. So
Right.
I said,
Yeah.
"Oh, go right ahead. I
Yeah.
would watch it."
Yeah. And where did you land?
Saigon.
Saigon.
Okay.
That was our goal.
Yeah.
And we are amazed that we made it.
Right.
Yeah. But then body land, and then because of many things was not right, because some people were shooting at us,
Yeah.
and then some of the bullet hit the hydraulic
Fluid.
fluid
That
pipe.
made the landing gear work.
Yeah,
Okay.
pipe, and it was dripping,
Right.
the liquid.
What makes a school great? It's not the building, it's not the schedule, it's not even the curriculum. It's the people and how they treat one another. That's why conversations matter. Every day, podcasts bring people together through stories, ideas, and shared experiences. In many ways, that's the same work the Ovation Company does in schools. Since 2006, the Ovation Company has worked side by side with educators across North America, helping schools create positive climate and culture where kindness, empathy, and respect aren't just words, they're lived experiences. Through assemblies, workshops, staff development, keynotes, and student leadership programs, the Ovation Company is in schools every day, helping students and educators build stronger connections and healthier communities. Because a healthy environment is a productive environment. The Ovation Company, standing up for what is right and good. Visit ovationcompany.com for more information. Need shirts, hats, signs, or stickers?
If you can dream it, Pyramid Printing can print it.
For over 25 years, Pyramid Printing has been a Coeur d'Alene favorite for screen printing, embroidery, banners, and more.
Big job, small job, no problem. Just give Eric a call and let the local pros take it from there.
Email info@pyramidprintingcda.com or call 208-664-0254 or visit pyramidprintingcda.com.
Pyramid Printing, printing made easy and done right.
Okay, so at some point you left Vietnam and Japan and came to the United States. How did that come about?
Okay, my company that I was working for, World Airways, lost the contract because the Vietnam War ended.
Okay.
Okay, so they fly to many places, different countries. From the base is Oakland,
Oh,
Right.
okay.
California.
California.
Yeah, and then 4 Japanese stewards, including me, was dismissed. Okay, and actually 3. And then the president of World Airways came to me and said, Atsuko, I don't want you to quit. I want you to still work for World Railways if you like. And he said he will fly all my furniture for free.
Wow.
That's
That
nice.
kind of was
They liked you.
I don't know why. So then I was attracted to that offer.
Yeah.
So that's what I came to Orange County.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, do I have to always fly out from Oakland? Because we had an investment small house in Orange County, so we can live there,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then I thought he might say, well, then I forget it. He said, well, just catch the flight from Los Angeles to Oakland, and then as a deadhead, and then
Yeah.
fly from the Oakland.
Oh, okay.
So I still kept the job, and I got to go to Europe or Africa, all kinds of different
Oh,
places.
how fun.
Yeah.
That's great.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
However, I decided to quit after 2 years because airline company, they don't have a vacation. I just decided after 2 years it was not nice for the family. You can't be with them when you normally want to.
Yeah.
Right.
So I quit.
So at this point, you are married.
Yeah.
And do you have children?
I have one son.
Okay.
Yeah. His father is American. So that's how I came to America.
Right.
To begin with. In 1975, I did many business. I opened a music box store.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and it's not that I was very fascinated by beautiful music box. It's in a crystal box, so it's not like a $20 or $40 kind of music box. It's like a $200 and up.
Yeah.
And $1,000 or $2,000.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Very fascinating. So I want to have a store, nothing but the music box.
Right.
And it's like a small, you don't need a big space. I knew then music box made in Switzerland. It's the best music box.
Oh, really?
Yes. So then I just thought I had to go to Switzerland. And the company name is Rouge. And I want to see the best music box in the world.
Right.
And then I want to sell that in my store.
Did you get your store?
Yes, it's like a room closet.
So how did you get into art? I want to bring it back to, we just saw you have these beautiful stained glass windows in the carousel at the downtown Coeur d'Alene. What's it?
Carousel.
Yeah, it's the carousel. It doesn't have a name.
Yeah.
I think it is. That is
Yeah,
the
it's
name,
the carousel.
And then if you walk into the carousel house, you will see my pictures and history name on the concrete and stuff like
Oh,
that. Yeah,
cool.
if
Yeah.
you are interested.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
How I got involved with the stained glass, we had a nice home, and it has a double door in the front entrance, and then another at least 6 feet window, two window side by side.
Okay.
And then I want to have a stained glass on that window.
So you learned how to do it so you could do your own?
Because it was so expensive. Stained glass that big, and then 2 panel, right?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, so I thought, oh, I cannot afford it. Then I had to do it. See, I don't think if I could do it or not. I have to do it.
Right,
just
you
do
just
it.
had to do it.
I took a class. Then I started doing it my own.
Right.
My teacher said, you know what? Most of students bring about this size to start with. You brought this.
A very large size.
Right.
He was laughing, but I finished it that side.
Right.
Yeah. And then I used it for that house, another part of the house.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. See, I always had some big head.
Yeah. Well, that just makes me think that is a classic example of necessity is the mother of invention.
Another thing that I was very fascinated myself was we are living in a nice home, but every time when I get a little bored for something, I just drive around in beautiful homes, and I said, I'm going to move into that house in the future. And then 2 years later, I've moved into that house.
Oh, that's funny.
I love that. So
Yeah.
how did you land here in Cougar Bay?
Because
You did that?
no, he was, my husband.
Oh, yeah.
He was already living.
Oh, he
here.
already had
it.
it.
Was his house.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
And then this is funny. I was a widow for 20 years.
Right.
And the lots of people, they were worried because I'm not dating too much, and yet they are just trying to push me to go see, how do you say that? Not blind date, but
Get online.
Oh, you mean
online
online
dating?
dating?
yeah,
Yes.
that's
Okay.
right. I said, I don't like to do that.
No.
I don't need, I don't really believe in that. I don't want it. Do
Yeah.
it.
Right.
And then they said, what are you going to do? You're going to be a leftover.
A leftover.
And then
Oh,
I
no.
said, well, and finally I said, okay, I will try. And then when I have to send like a profile and all that stuff, I didn't really want to take it serious. I was just kidding. Well, house on the water, and then no tummy.
I love it.
That's hilarious.
And then the thing is, couple of friend, mutual friend, I didn't know kids, so kids didn't know me. And then they invited us for dinner at their home.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when we got to meet each other. After a while, we start dating. He said, would you like to hear this funny story? And then I told him, I mentioned this house on the water, and then no tummy.
No tummy. And he had no tummy.
And then, no. And he said to me, well, you got him.
Ah, that's so great.
I love that
I love
story.
it.
And then,
The rest
And
is
the rest
history.
is history.
Yeah.
There you
You
go.
know what my mother always says? She says if you write down your goals, write them down on a piece of paper. I think it's just basically identify what your goal is and then put it away, and you'll find it later, and you'll find that that's what you did. So you basically are manifesting your life.
yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so too. And then when I was 72, I decided to retire.
Yeah.
Right.
My husband said, yeah, 72 is a good year to
Yeah.
retire.
Yeah.
Enjoy life a little.
Yeah. So how long ago did you do the windows in the carousel?
I was looking for some subject that I want to do as a reciprocating for all the people in my friends and some society, Coeur. They were so helpful, thoughtful, and when my late husband was sick, and then even after he passed away, everyone was very supportive.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I thought I was looking for something to do for the city.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I can't just do individual person,
Right.
everything.
Right.
So I was thinking, what can I do? And then I saw the carousel house, and then just built.
Right.
And then I see the window, cupola was a 8 window, right? And
Right.
it was nothing in just a glass window. And I thought, how boring that is.
Yeah.
I think stained glass with a horse would be beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right.
And then we had a very wealthy friend, happened to be friend, and then he actually donated $1 million for that hall.
Really?
Yeah. And then my husband said to him, we saw the carousel house because he put the money in the carousel house
Right.
too. I know it's boring. I just said it's boring. I think
Right.
And then he was laughing. And then my husband said, she can do the stained glass. And then he said, well, stained glass, people are so expensive. They charge a lot. They had a bid, I think, before I knew they did
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Oh, I see.
But they were so expensive, they couldn't meet the price.
Right.
So I said, I don't need money. I was looking for something to be able to do
give back.
for the reciprocating. All
Yes.
the people are nice to me when my late husband was sick and passed away. And then, then I'll pay the material.
Oh,
Wow.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So he paid the material, but I didn't charge for my work or art
Time
or
or
nothing.
anything. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
I donated that.
So you can
Well, the-
see it, and there's also a book all about the stories behind the window.
Which your friend wrote.
Yeah. She suggested, because she was teacher a while ago, and she said, talk to all the children, school, elementary school in this area, and then they asked to name each horse.
Oh,
Then that's how the name of the horse
came about.
came up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
So great.
So this book is
Windows.
to the World.
This was a name the Debbie thought of this name. He did the story of each horse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was Debbie Weezer. Is that how you say
Yes.
her name? And then so the stained glass was designed and created by Atsuko Kroetch. And in the book, you can see each piece, and then there's a story written
Yes.
about it.
So Yes.
sweet.
And you can buy this book
At
at
the
the
carousel.
carousel, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's very, very cool.
Yeah.
Well, it has been absolutely delightful. to
Yes.
meet
Thank you.
Thank you
and
so
hear
much
your story
for
I mean,
sharing
you've
everything.
been-
But you know what? I just want to. Sometimes I get very frustrated hearing about the non-immigrant, illegal immigrant, all that story. And then I thought I was an immigrant too. And then, but I just don't like their thinking.
Right.
But you remember 9/11?
Yes.
Yeah. When I saw that, it hurt my feeling. And then I felt like I wanted to do something. I didn't have any money in my pocket. But I couldn't just sit and watch. I said to myself. So you know what I did? I used $25 and I bought the material to make a pin. A red and blue and white patriotic pin. I designed the pin, and then I sold to everyone for $7.50.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And then I made about $500. $500, and that's not enough because everyone, companies, and they are
Sure.
giving tons of money, right? To the Red Cross. When I went to the grocery store, and then I see the big banner sign said, "Whatever you bring, we will meet."
Oh,
Yay.
So then $500
It's
turned into $1,000.
and
I
then
love
starting with the $25.
That's great.
Wow, that's
Isn't
great.
that great?
I
I
love
was
that.
so excited.
That's
Yeah.
great.
See, you don't have to be rich, but you can do something for the country.
Exactly.
My husband always said, "You are more patriotic than some of the American people."
Right.
true.
I know. I love that. I love that. And I think you're right. That is true about a lot of people
Yeah.
who have emigrated to this country
Absolutely.
and they love this country and
Yeah.
they work hard for it.
I
So,
know.
Yeah.
And then, you know what? I finally decided to have a citizenship.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I become a citizen in Coeur.
Oh,
So Coeur
right.
means so much. But
Right.
I actually 100 questions and I missed 2.
Oh,
So-
that's pretty
but-
good. I bet we
And-
missed more
yeah.
than that.
I bet we would.
Another thing, I was singing with the Sweet Airline
Oh,
Yes.
at that time.
Okay.
And then I asked, "Do you think our Sweet Airline chorus group can come and sing patriotic song at the
Yeah.
ceremony?" And whole group is invited to
I
sing.
love that.
That's awesome.
And we sang 4 patriotic songs, and they had a white blouse and a red vest and a blue skirt.
Oh,
nice.
very
Yeah.
cool.
That is a unusual thing.
Yeah,
to
it
do.
is. I love that.
It was
Wonderful.
so exciting to
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
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 That's
Oh,
great.
Wow.
Thank you
Okay.
so
Thank
much.
you. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe,
And
or
share. AllieCallieArtcast.com.
Yep. And I'm Allie.
And I'm Callie, and whatever you do today, make sure it's creative. The Allie and Callie Artcast is sponsored in part by Scraps Barbecue, a locally owned catering company, the Ovation Company, getting back to basics of shared learning and human connection, and Pyramid Printing, a Coeur d'Alene favorite for over 2 decades.